2 dozen investors from around the world visit Rockford on Friday and Saturday to explore their options in the Forest City. 23 News reporter Alyssa Reamer learns more about why some say the region is a perfect candidate for these investors.
The investors come from several countries, including Colombia, Mexico, and Venezuela. They spend their time scoping out spaces so they can bring in their business and call this area home. Saul Serna, with Investors Helping Investors, calls Rockford his home for the past 2 decades. His job as a business and real estate coach is to show international investors around the city.
With everything that is happening in Rockford, with the transformation, with the Rockford Common project, with all the opportunities to restore some historical properties, then we're very excited about investing in Rockford.
25 investors explore the Forest City Friday and Saturday to see properties that are either for sale that they can invest in or homes that need restoring to bring families into.
And everybody's so excited because we can make a difference and make the city really, really beautiful.
They already are investing in our community, and they're really helping transform a number of neighborhoods in our community.
Serna wants to bring investors into the area because he believes Rockford is a place of opportunity. It's close to an airport, by major cities such as Chicago or Milwaukee, and has accessible education.
I came to this country many years ago with $100 in my pocket. And now I'm bringing all these people here to Rockford because I do love Rockford. Like, you won't believe it, I love this place.
Rockford Mayor Tom McNamara is thrilled these investors care about the properties they're purchasing to help put Rockford on the international map.
Truly reinvesting in these properties, making them world-class properties, and that's something I think all of us should be proud of.
Serna says investors look for places where there is room for growth and that small businesses can prove they can be successful in. This is why he says Rockford is a perfect spot for these investors.
412 May Street in Rockford is an example of a property with international investment. They turned a rundown space into a revitalized living area.